Hello YouTube. So we've got 23 minutes 16 to do this apparently. I've been putting this off a while because this is going to take ages. I'll probably split this up into a few bits. And this is about my records. This was spurred on because I saw Daily Mash did a piece today saying that vinyl records have overtaken sales of food. Obviously it hasn't, but the point's true. Obviously a lot of people have got back into this these days. I bought most of these from around the late 90s to until now. I've stopped buying in the majority of these days. The odd one now and again I find. Or someone I'm after, but we've got quite a few here to get through. That light's a bit heinous out there. 2 secs. So, we'll just start going through them. I'll give you a bit of chat about them. And let me know what you think. Starting with Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel 3, or Melt as it's called. This is absolutely one of my favourite albums. No wonder it's at the front. I must have played this recently. I think this is the album where they, with Phil Collins, really started to get involved with gated drumming. This has got no metal percussion on it at all. No hi-hats, no splashes. It's just... That's Intruder. Great hits, like No Self-Control. There's a version of Start on here, credited to Paul Weller. It doesn't sound anything like the Jam version. I've looked into why this is a cover of Start, because it's not. It doesn't sound anything like it. It bears no relation to it as far as I know. If anyone knows why, please let me know. There was one hit from here, Games Without Frontiers. What a cracker. Like I say, this is going to be slow. Bear with me. This is a double-sided single, Bamboo Music, Bamboo Houses, Hiroshi Sakamoto and David Sylvian, in their second collaboration, I think. I don't know if this is before Forbidden Colours or after it, but it's a bit more up-tempo, a bit more snazzy, very synth-laden. Definitely check that out. More so Bamboo Music than Bamboo Houses. Oh. Sensational. Obviously one of the greatest movies of the 80s, or all time even, in its own way. Such classics as Hearts on Fire by John Cafferty. My God. Burning Heart, Survivor. Living in America, James Brown. No Easy Way Out, Robert Tepper. Unmissable album. Bit of Kate Bush. Kick Inside. We don't have to say too much about this. One of her first albums. I don't know if this was the second or third. But great cover art. Look at that. Ultravox Quartet. I picked these up on one fell swoop years ago. I already had Vienna on 3 formats at the time, I believe. I think I had that on tape record and CD. I picked these up from, there used to be a shop called JFS in Arundel Street in Portsmouth, and someone had dumped their entire Ultravox collection, and I think I got these for about £5 for nearly all the albums that had released up to that point anyway. Uvox, this is a single, All Fall Down. 12-inch single, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears of Fears. Roland's from Wimmering in Portsmouth, so support your local talent. Depeche Mode, Construction Time Again. I've never really got on with this one. I definitely need to give it another go, but something about it, it's a bit naff, that one. And I don't mind Depeche Mode. There we go, a little bit fancy. Adam and the Ants, Prince Charming. Look at this. Was that ever cool? Should be now. Yeah. Thompson Twins. I think they're named after characters from Tintin, perhaps? No twins in the band. I mean, these two would be odd twins, wouldn't they? This one's a Ginge and a Jimmy Cranky in the corner. Great hits, though. Hold Me Now, classic 80s ballad. Doctor, Doctor, can't you see I'm burning, burning? Excellent. Next one, Quick Step and Sidekick, Thompson Twins. We are Detectives, Love on Your Side. It's a good album. Oh yeah, absolutely mega. The Time, Ice Cream Castles. Look at that shit. A bunch of badasses. That dude's got a fucking pink leather suit. This features a couple of hits that are in Purple Rain. Jungle Love and The Bird. I think this Jungle Love's really slowed down on here compared to the Purple Rain version. Knowing that first, this one's a bit of a disappointment, but great album. My Drawers is a spectacular highlight. Definite recommend. Oh, here we go. During around the time I was getting into stuff like The Time, I started to look at clone bands like this. Obviously, this is heavily Prince influenced. Prince was involved in the early Time stuff. And there were some clones of that sort of material, like Paisley Park. This is one of them, Ready for the World. Is shit. Scritti Politti, Cupic and Psych 85. Woody Bees, great song. I can't remember the singer's name on here, but he's got a really... You recognise him straight away. Really strange style of singing, but pretty cool. I don't think I've ever listened to this one. If you're familiar with Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart, I think maybe it's Think Twice by Celine Dion, one of her ridiculous ballads. They're written by this guy, Jim Steinman. Look at this. This looks like the cover of fucking Beastmaster. This is a solo album by Jim Steinman. I don't know if I've given it a go yet. Definitely need to check that out. Probably awful. Oh yeah. Here we go. One of the greatest albums of all time by none other than David Bowie. The beginning of this, Beauty and the Beast, one of my favourite intros to any album. It's kind of like a... like the album's been turned on. Fucking brilliant. I had this on the car and I am. Can't go wrong. I think I got this brand new. £5. God knows how much that's new now. I bought that in about maybe 2000. £5. I bet it's... I don't know how much it is new now, but I know the remasters are at least 20 quid. And again, this one is brand new. There's a shop in Albert Road, Portsmouth called Sounds with a Z. They do records, unsurprisingly. And I picked up a few of these here, including one of the best David Bowie albums, Station to Station. Such cool design work. Obviously, pictures from Man I Fell to Earth. None of the tracks feature on the I don't think there's any David Bowie songs in that movie, actually. Only 6 tracks. Stay is absolutely amazing, and obviously the 11 or 12 minutes of Station to Station. Blow your mind. Absolutely mental. There we go. Great cover. I won't pull it out because there's so many pieces to this. Great Led Zeppelin album. I was fascinated with this when I was younger. The parts slide out. Great album. I'm not the biggest of Led Zeppelin fans, but that's great. I think that was my dad's or mum's. This is so old. This I had as a child. Well, it was my mum's. Changes One Bowie, one of the first David Bowie greatest hits. I remember we got this on CD when we got our first compact disc player, and they added Fame 90 onto the end. But the track listing's alright for greatest hits. Obviously, it's before Let's Dance or whatnot. It goes up to Golden Years, so Station to Station. Greatest, that's like up to about 1976. Early. Keep rolling on. Okay. We should probably do a video to these themselves. There's so many of these. David Bowie, Stage. Great live album from just after Low or Heroes. It's definitely got tracks on both of those on it. What I would say is, if you are going to get this these days, the compact disc or the version on Spotify is extended with a few more songs. There's I know Be My Wife's on it, which is one of my faves. Which is on the running list is after Blackout, another one of my faves. No, it's just before Blackout, but yeah, either way, that's fucking brilliant. Any way you can get it. I think this is going to be a long haul for David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust and Spiders from Mars. Don't have to say too much about that. I've been getting into this a lot more lately. I usually prefer the late 70s stuff, but I've definitely been enjoying Moon Age Daydream at the minute. I've even gotten to Watch That Man, which I think is on Aladdin Sane, maybe? I used to hate that. Much underrated. Great cover. Lodger. They're a very concept album, Travelling. Red Sails is great on there. Underrated song. And we've got Watch That Man. I believe is, it's track 1 on Aladdin Sane. I got this off my Uncle Pete. I think it's got a dart hole in it. Or a dart. I think he said someone threw a dart at it. That needs a serious clean as well. Here we go, some Judas Priest, Stained Class. Cool cover. That's T-1000 with a knife through his head. Obviously it's not the actual T-1000, years before that. Roxy Music, Flesh and Blood. It's got my favourite Roxy Music song on here, Same Old Scene. People sometimes say that Japan copied a lot of the stuff from a few sounds from Roxy Music, and Same Old Scene definitely, or Japan stuff definitely sounds like Same Old Scene. This is cool. Birds cover of 8 Miles High on here. It's cool, isn't it? This sort of javelin cover. This is one I bought recently, actually. Manifesto. Roxy Music. What's the guitarist called? Dan Manzanera or something? I remember him. I saw a quote recently saying that the song "Trash" was trash by nature as well, but it's one of my faves. Also, Angel Eyes in it. Everyone's used to the disco version of Angel Eyes. That's not like this at all. This is more of a rock version on here, which is interesting. How it should be. Not going to get this out either. This has got so much cardboard. The somewhat interesting Tusk by Fleetwood Mac. There's some great songs on here, but it's some of it's a bit difficult. Too many tracks, maybe. Sisters of the Moon's great, obviously. And I know I'm not wrong, but some are a little bit... don't know. I guess I had to do something different on the back of Rumours. Diamond Dogs. You know about that, David Bowie. Are we not men? We are Devo. Super great. This is a magnum opus. I mean, I know a lot of people like Blondie, but they're really fucking good. Like, beyond the singles, there's... I mean, obviously, iconic artwork, but everything's great on here. Hanging on Telephone, One Way or Another, Picture This, Fade Away and Radiate, Pretty Baby, I Know But I Don't Know, Sunday Girl, Heart of Glass, I'm Gonna Love You Too. It's one of those albums where everything's good. Every track. look at how faded this is. This was my mum or dad's. I'm not the biggest fan of his work, but John Lennon. This is falling apart, actually. This needs a good clean. Imagine the clouds dripping. Dig a hole in your garden to put them in. Yoko 63. Get fucked. Surprisingly, much better than you think. We know Lamar's hair was fucking wankers. Kajagoogoo. What was his name? Biggs? I think something Biggs or Biggs. Fantastic bass player for Kajagoogoo. I think he took over singing after Lamar started fucking about with Never Ending Story and whatnot. White Feathers, the song on here. First track, fucking brilliant. Well, decent. Much better than you'd think. Oh, here we go. One of the coolest bands that ever were. Let's see if we can get this out. The Cars. Such a shame about Benjamin Orr dying. I mean, Drive. It says includes the hit single Drive. Pictures of starving Africans. When you think about that, I don't know what I'm laughing at, but when you look at all that stuff they did in the 80s for Africa and whatnot, you think it's, I don't know, leaves a bit of a sour taste for some reason. Cars got, you know, kind of loaded into that with Drive. Forget about that. It's all about the snappier stuff. I've never listened to this and probably won't, so freebie if anyone wants it. Paul McCartney, Tug of War. I don't know where this come from. Ebony and Ivory is the only one I recognise. Don't want it. Oh, another one. One of the first compact discs we had. Money for Nothing, Dire Straits. Electric Ladyland, Jimi Hendrix. Great artwork. This is my dad's, I think. I don't think I bought that. On you go. Here's the extended. Look. When we showed that Changes One Bowie earlier, this is the second release of it. With a gatefold. This is the same as the CD. That artwork was in the line as the CD Oracle. Sound of Vision Greatest Hits. This must have been off the back of the Sound of Vision tour around 1990. It adds Fame 90. Plus you get Heroes, Ashes to Ashes, Fashion, Let's Dance, China Girl, One Love, Blue Jean. Can you tell who it is yet? Mickey Jacks, Off the Wall. Fucking brilliant. Look at this artwork. They've been drawn. Heaven 17, The Luxury Gap. Cool band. A few cool songs there. Crushed by the Wheels of Industry. Temptation. Big ideas, bros. Here's the next one. Fantastic. Look at their sickening ponytails. This is... I'm surprised they haven't got any giant mobile phones. Some dude's on a red phone. I think it's the Bat phone. Look at this. Penthouse and Pavement, Heaven 17. Look at the ponytails. What's this one? What is this one doing? Is that BT switchboard? I don't know what that is. Elton John. Too Low for Zero. Excellent. I'm Still Standing. Crystal, Kiss the Bride. That's a fucking great album. Here we go. When I got into Prince-related artists, I started picking up some Sheena Easton stuff. I got a lot with... I wanted Private Heaven and... I can't remember what one before that's called. But anyway, they come in a lot of four for about £5 and included the eponymous Sheena Easton. I think this is her second album. Strong voice, eh? You get one of the greatest albums of the 80s. I still listen to this often. I've got Man Trap, the movie of this on Laserdisc. Julian Temple movie. This is the Trevor Horn produced ABC, The Lexicon of Love. Doesn't get much better than that, right? Super Mega double album. Prince, Sign of the Times. This is another one where nearly everything's excellent on there. Sign of the Times, Play in the Sunshine, Housequake, Ballad of Dorothy Parker. These great ones. Starfish and Coffee, Got the Look, Never Take the Place of Your Man. It's one of my favourites on it. Hot Thing. Hot Thing. Nearly 21. Looking for big fun, etc. Excellent 80s. Huey Lewis and the News. I was watching something the other day and Huey Lewis was in it briefly. I think it was Sphere. Huey Lewis was in it for about a minute playing a chopper pilot. Why? He's got a few strange movie credits, isn't he? I think he pops up in Back to the Future? Definitely. Oh. This looks exactly the same as the other one. Sheena Easton. This has got to be her first album, Morning Train. Brackets 925. Yeah, don't really want that one. We only want the print stuff. We want the synth pop stuff. That's all a bit fucking balladeering. Oh, here we go. One of my favourite. This, I'm not going to say it's not one of my favourite albums, but it definitely used to be one of my absolute favourites. Like I said earlier, I had it on 3 formats. Ultravox Vienna. So cool. The Astrodyne, the synth effects on that. It's like this. Amazing. New Europeans, Private Lives, all stood still. One of my rock favourites about the world coming to, the end days. That's it for now. That's one lot of the records. There's so many to go. This is ridiculous. Let me know if this is extremely boring. I'm not going to lie, a bit of a trawl, but there we go. Get it done, right? Leave a comment below. Buy some records. Enjoy.